surviving kids that come and they basically do counseling in the morning, and then we do fishing, boating, archery, pellet gun shooting, 22 shooting with them in the afternoons to keep them engaged. And the good part is we can maybe get them back involved in that sport that they haven't done since their mom or dad had passed.
Jen, pleasure to connect with you. What brings you out here to Chicago this weekend?
COPS is what brought me here, the national convention, and it's really because I'm connected with a lot of the COPS organizers through COPS Kids Camp that comes to Wisconsin every year.
Gotcha.
So that's how I originally became involved in the COPS program, but they are all my friends, and there's like, you really need to be here for this.
No doubt. Now you're in law enforcement?
Yes, I'm a game warden in Wisconsin.
Awesome. How long have you been doing that?
20 years this year.
Did you wrestle a bear recently? Is that what's going on?
I wish it was that awesome of a story, but no, I didn't.
So let's talk a little bit about the kids program, because
Sure.
I'm sure a lot of people who are watching this have never heard of it before. What's it all about?
So COPS Kids Camp basically formed about 15 years ago when Susie Sawyer came to our chief and asked if we could be a part of their program, which the kids do counseling sessions in the morning, but at that time they really didn't have anything for them to do in the afternoon. So all these kids were connecting, and he came to our chief and said, hey, what can you do to help us entertain the kids in the afternoon? And to be honest, when Susie came to our chief, she had him basically at hello. Whatever you need, you have. So it was an opportunity for our department, the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources, to really get involved in these kids with activities that maybe they haven't had a chance to do with their family since their loved one had passed. So the kids program is surviving kids that come and they basically do counseling in the morning, and then we do fishing, boating, archery, pellet gun shooting, 22 shooting with them in the afternoons to keep them engaged. And the good part is we can maybe get them back involved in that sport that they haven't done since their mom or dad had passed.
No doubt. You know, I was talking to someone about the kids camp last night, and they said that one of the things that really tied these kids together was they could talk to other kids about their parents being killed. And that's not something that sometimes they would get in trouble for talking about that in school. How do you guys begin to have those conversations with the kids? Like, how do you process that?
You instantly have a connection with that kid because you are that person to them. Like, you're a law enforcement sort of, kind of like a person to them that they may have lost. Right. So they can identify with you because of your uniform, your gun, your badge. So you instantly have a connection to them already. So to me, I want to hear their story. I want to know about that loved one. And they're proud. They want to talk about that person in their life, and they're comfortable with you because you have that uniform on, and they already have that connection. So to me, I want to hear your story. Tell me who you loved, because you don't want them to forget that.
Right.
So that to me is the important part, and that's why we get game wardens from all over the state that readily volunteer to be a part of that. And when they leave, they say, that is the best thing that I have done in my career. And thank you for having us here, because they go away with memories forever.
No doubt. I'm sure you've seen some of these kids develop over the years. Mm-hmm. How rewarding is that to see a kid go from this horrible tragedy and pain into becoming these young men and women?
Fortunately for me, I have been involved with it from the start. When I started, I was a field warden. And so I just came and volunteered for the days, kind of like I schedule the guys to do now. Now I'm in charge of all of that. So for the last 15 years, I've seen these kids come and go. And when they first come, they're very hesitant. I wouldn't say standoffish, but not sure. And over time, you see them grow into these young men and young women that have used this critical moment in their life as an opportunity to grow.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you want people to know?
I want people to know that these kids are still kids and they want to just be normal, but this critical thing that happened to them makes them feel maybe not normal. So you are right when you say that these kids come there to connect and to just be normal within that group. So what I want people to know is they are normal kids trying to live a normal life.
No doubt. Guys, we encourage you to go check out the Concerns of Police Survivors organization. They are running some amazing programs like this all over the country. Thank you so much for coming out, for sharing your story. Guys, thanks for hitting that share button on the video. God bless America.